Do you feel like you're at a crossroads and things have been chaotic? It's astrology time! Let's look at a week ahead. Last week, the moon was out of bounds. What it means when the moon is out of bounds, I have a playlist on this on my page. You can find my other videos where I talk more about this. But this transit has been happening a lot lately, about every 2 weeks, and it causes a lot of chaos. And to make unconventional changes in the areas of life that the moon moves through when it's in this kind of phase. This will be happening a lot for the next year or two, so it's really important to know about the out of bounds moon and when it happens. I'm putting together a guide for the dates in 2024 that will be out soon, so look forward to that, to have a breakdown of all the times this will be happening next year and what to look out for. We don't have one this week, thank the Lord, as that ended on Friday. Now we start the week off on Monday with the moon in Pisces. It will be making a challenging aspect to Mars and Sagittarius, so expect some emotional tension, maybe some aggression, emotional outbursts are likely with this as it relates to your spiritual practices, your beliefs, etc. Remember that Mercury is now in retrograde, so just be sure communication is clear and concise. It's really best right now to not assume people understand you. Be super clear and make sure you're communicating your needs and things that need to be said in a way that the other person can really understand and get on the same page about. Tuesday might feel a little bit foggy as we have the moon moving over Neptune, adding tension to the sun in Sagittarius. Tuesday evening may feel a bit foggy and unproductive as we have the moon going void of course until it enters Aries later on Tuesday evening, when the moon will be in a challenging aspect to Mercury retrograde. So again, make sure you are being clear and really neutral, especially when communicating your feelings. All of this heightened tension with all the Sag and Mars and Sag right now can really have us putting our foot in our mouth. So think before you speak. Don't try to rush any communication. Really think it through. Be intentional. And if you can't communicate something without too much aggression or emotion, just give yourself space. This kind of energy will continue on Wednesday as we have the moon moving over Chiron, prompting a lot of emotional healing as it relates to our identity, through our relationships, what our relationships are reflecting back to us to make changes to our identity or our way of being. This will be heightened with the fact that Venus in Scorpio is in a opposition to Jupiter in Taurus, which is an aspect that creates tension. So there will be a feeling of tension around our relationships and our expansion, how we're moving forward in our life, as we have the North and South node at play here with anything that moves through Aries. And the moon, whenever it moves through a sign and over planets, adds an emotional look at things. It adds an emotional tinge. So it may feel like we're at war with our relationships, what we want within our relationships, how that's changing and evolving for us, and how we're moving towards our utmost expansion and feeling of optimism in our lives. The new directions we've been taking, the way that we're showing up and be disciplined with our dream, Saturn and Pisces. There's going to be a little bit of energy of oscillation, hot, cold, back and forth, which will be amplified Thursday and Friday as the moon moves through Taurus. On Friday as well, we have the sun moving into Capricorn, yay Capricorn season, joining Mercury retrograde. So this lesson of what Mercury has been trying to teach you for the last couple weeks it's been in Capricorn will be amplified. Especially the structures and the systems you have in place in your life that are helping you or hindering you from really moving towards this new direction and following through on your dream and making it a reality. Capricorn is the sign of bringing the intangible into the tangible, into the physical, bringing dreams to life. So there's a big lesson this week of what do you need to change? What do you need to reflect on? What do you need to really look at in your life that's maybe hindering you from creating those structures and systems that are going to bring your dream into reality? Then on Saturday, we have Mercury moving backwards into Sagittarius, which will highlight our belief systems around all of these things. And what about our beliefs need to change so that we can make this dream happen? You'll also be feeling this as the moon moves over Uranus on Saturday, bringing an emotional look at what needs to change about how you're taking action towards your utmost abundance and expansion. Since we'll also have Mars making a harmonious aspect to the North Node in Aries, you may be feeling some reinvigorated energy about this direction or action that you're taking to move forward. but there still also might be some fogginess and indecisiveness around it as Mars is in a challenging aspect with Neptune, and that will continue into the week after. How is this showing up for you? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you next week.